I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about one of the more complex capabilities, but one of the richer capabilities, which is the ability to select and then exclude data from either the primary table or a local table, which a chart could be set on. So in this case, we're looking at, again, prospect identification data for a higher education fundraiser. And we're looking at, there's 55,000 people selected. They have different affiliations with the school. They could be undergrads. They could also be medical school degree grads, law school, or engineering. And you can quickly see that the accounts of these records, and this chart is properly labeled, it says school, can be multiple per person because they could have multiple degrees from the same school. These numbers add up far more than the 54,885 unique people. In fact, there are more undergrads than that because these undergrads, some of them must have dual degrees, and some of them also have medical school degrees and so forth. So let's try something. I'm going to select on the undergrad population, which is a count of 55,508 degrees, but it's only 47,000 unique people. If I go to the top, it says exclude unselected in the entity table first. What this is going to do, it's going to go drop to the 47,000 people in the entity table, but then come back and show all of the affiliations in the affiliations table those people have with this school. So let's try it. What happens? This chart shows I've got a bunch of undergraduate degrees, but some of the people with undergraduate degrees also have medical or law or engineering degrees. So maybe I now want to grab the people who have undergraduate and medical degrees. That would be this group. That's 2,622 unique people. Exclude from the top. What happens? Well, they have, looks like some of them have multiple med degrees because there's only 2,622 people. They have, some of them have multiple undergraduate degrees. Some of them also additionally have engineering and law degrees and other graduate degrees. So this capability lets me take a list and break it down into these sub-combinations that are really powerful. Well, let's back up a few steps. Go back up to my original selection here. I grabbed the undergraduates. So let's say I only want to see those degrees because this is, you know, and I actually could set the project to do this if I didn't want to have this advanced capability. I have the capability to open this little bar at the bottom, and it says here, exclude selected items, exclude unselected items in affiliation table first. And on the authoring tools, you right-click on the chart, and there's a pop-up that'll come. We'll have the same control command. Exclude from the affiliation tables means it goes and gets rid of everything but these undergraduate degrees, and then links back to the people table and grabs the 47,000 unique people, but it's cleared out all the other degrees. They've been excluded first, so when it comes back, they don't show. Let's try it. So now I get what's, you know, you more typically expect, although I still have 55,000 degrees for 47,000 people. Some of these people obviously have multiple undergraduate degrees. But if I just want to look at undergraduate degrees, that's what I would do. Let's bring everybody back. Let's try this another way. Let's go to the giving history table. It's also useful here because people have made gifts in different years. If I wanted to see, you know, the gifts in 2014, I can select the line chart up here. So I've got 1,762 people who made a bunch of gifts in 2014. If I go to this control here and drop down to exclude from the gifts table first, I'm only going to have the gifts those people made in 2014. And my gift detail table is going to have, this is the gifts table, it's going to have all of the detailed gifts from just 2014. This is the sum of all the gifts in 2014. But maybe, let's go back. I want to restore. Maybe I wanted to see of the people who gave in 2014 who did not give in the subsequent years, because that was my peak year. So I can grab this, 2014. So it's, again, it's 17,642 people who made a gift in 2014. If I go to this control, it's going to exclude the people in the entity table first, and then come back and refresh and show all the gifts they've made across all the other time periods. Let's try that. And lo and behold, those 17,642 people made gifts before 2014. They've also made gifts since then. So I wanted to get the ones who have not made gifts since then, I could get this group here. This is now I've grabbed the people who made gifts in 2014 and also made gifts in 15, 16, and 17, and there's most of them, 15,000 people out of the 1762. But if I exclude the selected, this is going to get rid of this group because this is the group that gave in 14 and the subsequent years. I'm going to have the remainder is going to be the people who gave up through 14, and here's their history, but not since then. There's the 1,935 people. I've got the giving details here. I can go back to the first page. Here's the list of people, and I want to follow up as to why. Or I might want to go into the giving history. Some of them gave a lot of money in those years, and then they stopped. So what happened? But that's a really powerful capability of this excluding either from the primary table, which is the people, and then seeing all of the other details for the people, or if you just want to see the specific from the local table, you have the ability to go in here and exclude from the local table first. And it's two quite powerful but different capabilities. Thanks for the time.